Today I will start the properties of conjugate. We take two complex numbers z1 and z2. Then first one is z1 plus z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar. Suppose we take z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Then z1 plus z2 can be written as x1 plus x2 plus I times of y1 plus y2. So z1 plus z2 bar can be written as x1 plus x2 minus I times of y1 plus y2. This can be written as x1 minus I y1 plus x2 minus I y2. x1 minus I y1 can be written as z1 bar and x2 minus I y2 can be written as z2 bar. So z1 plus z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar. Now we come to the second property, that is z1 into z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar into z2 bar. Now the two complex number z1 and z2 are taken and they are multiplied together. That is z1 is equal to x1 plus I y1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus I y2. Dear student, if we multiply z1 and z2 you will get x1 plus I y1 into x2 plus I y2. By multiplying x1 plus I y1 and x2 plus I y2, you will get x1 x2 plus I square y1 y2. I square becomes minus 1, so y1 minus y1 y2 minus y1 y2 plus I times of x1 y2 plus x2 y1. This is the left hand side of the property. Now we come to the right hand side of the property, that is z1 bar into z2 bar. z1 bar is equal to x1 minus I y1 and z2 bar is equal to x2 minus I y2. If we multiply x1 minus I y1 into x2 minus I y2, you will get x1 x2 minus y1 y2 minus x1 y2 into I minus x2 y1 into I. You will get x1 x2 minus y1 y2 minus I times of x1 y2 plus x2 y1. So LHS is equal to RHS. So the property is proved. Similarly, we can come to the third property, that is z1 by z2 whole bar. This will become z1 bar by z2 bar. You take z1 x1 plus I y1 and z2 x2 plus I y2 and you can prove this property in the similar way as you did in the last two properties. And fourth one is z1 minus z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar minus z2 bar. So in the last class you studied the properties of modulus and today you are studying the properties of conjugate. Now we will do some illustrations based on these two properties. Illustrations based on properties of modulus and conjugate. Now we will do some illustrations based on properties of modulus and conjugates. Now let us come to the first example, that is if I z cube plus z square minus z plus I is equal to 0, then show that mod of z is equal to 1. Now look at the solution. I z cube plus z square minus z plus I is equal to 0. I z cube plus z square. You can write minus 1 as I square. So minus z can be written as I square z plus I is equal to 0. You have written in this step I square is equal to minus 1 in this place. Now let us factorize this equation. You take z square common from the first two terms. You will get iz plus 1 plus I take common from the second two, that is iz plus 1 is equal to 0. So z square plus I into iz plus 1 is equal to 0. Now from the first bracket you get z square is equal to minus I and iz plus 1 is equal to 0. Now take the mod. The mod of z square is equal to mod of minus I. This will become mod of z to the power 2 is equal to 1. So mod of z becomes 1. Here z is equal to minus 1 by I and you take the mod of z. So mod of minus 1 by I will become 1. Now let us come to the example number 2, that is find the complex number z which simultaneously satisfy the equations mod of z minus 12 divided by z minus 8I is equal to 5 by 3 and mod of z minus 4 upon z minus 8 is equal to 1. Find the complex number z which simultaneously satisfy the equations mod of z minus 12 upon z minus 8I is equal to 5 by 3 and mod of z minus 4 upon z minus 8 is equal to 1. Now see the solution. First look at the second equation, that is mod of z minus 4 upon z minus 8 is equal to 1. From the properties of modulus, you can write like this: mod of z minus 4 upon mod of z minus 8 is equal to 1. You take the mod of individual complex number in numerator and denominator. So it will become mod of z minus 4 is equal to mod of z minus 8. Now take z is equal to x plus iy. So z minus 4 becomes x plus iy minus 4 is equal to x plus iy minus 8. It will become mod of x minus 4 is the real part plus iy is equal to mod of x minus 8 plus iy. Now this will become root of x minus 4 to the power 2 plus y square is equal to root of x minus 8 whole square plus y square. If we remove the square root from both the sides, so it will become x minus 4 whole square plus y square is equal to x minus 8 whole square plus y square. Y square will cancel out from both sides. It will become x minus 4 square is equal to x minus 8 square. So x square minus 8x plus 16 is equal to x square plus 64 minus 16x. X square will cancel out. 8x is equal to 48. So x is equal to 6. So by solving the second equation, you got the value of x is equal to 6. Now to find out y, you will use the first equation, that is mod of z minus 12 upon z minus 8I is equal to 5 by 3. Now first we write in the same way as we did in the last equation, z minus 12 divided by mod of z minus 8I is equal to 5 by 3. Now 3 into mod of z minus 12 is equal to 5 times of mod of z minus 8I. Now you put z is equal to x plus iy. 3 into mod of x plus iy minus 12 is equal to 5 into x plus iy minus 8I. So 3 into mod of x minus 12 plus iy is equal to 5 into x plus I times of y minus 8, mod of x plus I into y minus 8. Now 3 into root of real part to the power 2 plus imaginary part to the power 2 is equal to 5 times of root of real part to the power 2 plus imaginary part to the power 2. Now squaring both sides, you will get 9 into x minus 12 to the power 2 plus y square is equal to 25 x square plus y minus 8 to the power 2. If you put the value of x is equal to 6, then we get y square minus 25y plus 36 is equal to 0. By factorizing it, y square minus 17y minus 8y plus 36 is equal to 0. So y into y minus 17 minus 8 into y minus 17 is equal to 0. So y minus 17 into y minus 8 is equal to 0. So you get the two values of y, that is y is equal to 17 and 8. So the complex number is 6 plus 8I and 6 plus 17I. This is the answer to the problem. Now let us come to some more example which are of the objective nature. That example 3, that is if alpha and beta are different complex numbers with mod of beta is equal to 1, then the value of mod of beta minus alpha divided by 1 minus alpha bar beta is equal to a part is 0, b is 1 by 2, c is 1 and d is 2. Let us come to the solution of this problem. We are given mod of beta is equal to 1. So mod of beta square will also be 1. This can be written as beta into beta bar is equal to 1. Now mod of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta can be written as, by the properties of complex numbers, that is mod of z1 by z2 is equal to mod of z1 by mod of z2, mod of z1 by z2 is equal to mod of z1 by mod of z2. You can write it like a mod beta minus alpha divided by mod of 1 minus alpha bar beta. Now numerator is mod of beta minus alpha. Denominator, you write 1 as a beta into beta bar. This 1 can be written as beta into beta bar minus alpha bar beta. This will become mod of beta minus alpha divided by mod of beta, take beta as common, beta bar minus alpha bar. So this will become beta minus alpha, mod of beta minus alpha divided by mod of beta into mod of beta bar minus alpha bar. Now we know from the properties of conjugate that z1 minus z2 whole bar can be written as z1 bar minus z2 bar. Beta bar minus alpha bar can be written as mod of beta minus alpha whole bar, and we know that mod of z is equal to mod of z bar. So expression beta minus alpha mod divided by mod of beta into mod of beta minus alpha whole bar. Now mod of beta minus alpha whole bar can be written as mod of beta minus alpha. So this will become mod of beta minus alpha divided by mod of beta into mod of beta minus alpha. This cancels out. This will become 1 by mod of beta and this will become 1. Now we come to the next problem, that is if z1, z2, z3 are the complex numbers such that mod of z1 is equal to mod of z2 is equal to mod of z3 is equal to mod of 1 by z1 plus 1 by z2 plus 1 by z3 is equal to 1. Then mod of z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to a है equal to 1 less than 1, c is greater than 3 and d is equal to 3. Now we are given mod of z1 plus is equal to mod of z2 is equal to mod of z3 is equal to mod of 1 upon z1 plus 1 upon z2 plus 1 upon z3 is equal to 1. Now mod of z1 is equal to mod of z2 is equal to mod of z3 is equal to 1. If we square this equation, we will get mod of z1 square is equal to mod of z2 square is equal to mod of z3 square is equal to 1. This will become z1 bar is equal to z2 bar is equal to z3 bar is equal to 1. Now mod of z1 is equal to mod of z is equal to mod of z3 is equal to mod of 1 by z1 plus 1 by z2 plus 1 by z3 is equal to 1. If we put z1 bar in place of 1, this will become z1 bar upon z1. In the second term, we put z2 bar in place of 1, z3 bar in place of 1. z1, z2, z3, all the three cancels out. So you'll get mod of z1 bar plus z2 bar plus z3 bar is equal to 1. So this will become z1 plus z2 plus z3 whole bar is equal to 1. This will be equal to mod of z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to 1. So the answer is A. Let us come to the next example. Mod of z1 minus 3z2 divided by 3 minus z2 bar is equal to 1 and mod of z2 is not equal to 1, where z1 and z2 are the complex number. Find mod of z1. we are given mod of z1 minus 3z2 divided by 3 minus z1 z2 bar is equal to 1. This thing can be written as mod of z1 minus 3z2 divided by mod of 3 minus z1 z2 bar is equal to 1. This is equal to mod of z1 minus 3z2 is equal to mod of 3 minus z1 z2 bar. By squaring both sides, we will get mod of z1 minus 3z2 whole square is equal to mod of 3 minus z1 z2 bar whole square. This will be equal to z1 minus 3z2 into z1 minus 3z2 whole bar is equal to 3 minus z1 z2 bar into 3 minus z1 z2 to the power bar. z1 minus 3z2 into z1 minus 3z2 bar is equal to 3 minus z1 z2 bar into 3 minus z1 z2 bar whole bar. Now this thing can be written as z1 minus 3z2 into z1 bar minus 3z2 bar is equal to 3 minus z1 z2 bar. 3 bar will become 3 and z1 z2 bar will become z1 bar z2. Now we multiply the complex numbers. So first term will become z1 z1 bar minus z1 minus 3 z1 z2 bar minus 3 z2 z1 bar plus 9 mod z1 z2 z2 bar. It will be equal to 9 minus 3 z1 z2 bar minus 3 z1 bar z2 plus z1 z1 bar z2 z2 bar. This term will cancel out with this term will cancel out with this term. So this will become mod of z1 ka square plus 9 mod of z2 ka square is equal to 9 minus 9 plus mod of z1 bar will become mod of z1 ka square into mod of z2 ka square. So mod of z1 square plus 9 mod of z2 square minus 9 mod of z1 square minus mod of z2 square is equal to 0. Mod of z1 square plus 9 mod of z2 square minus 9 minus mod of z1 square into mod of z2 square. If we factorize it, we will get in the one bracket mod of z1 square minus 9. In the other bracket you will get minus mod of z2 square into mod of z1 square minus 9 is equal to 0. This will become mod of z1 square minus 9 into 1 minus mod of z2 square is equal to 0. So either mod of z1 square is equal to mod of z1 square is equal to 9. This implies mod of z1 is equal to 3 or mod of z2 is equal to 1. Mod of z2 is not equal to 1. It is not equal to 1. This is not possible. So mod of z1 is equal to 3 is the right answer. Let us come to the next example. Show that mod of 1 minus z1 z2 bar whole square minus mod of z1 minus z2 whole square is equal to 1 minus mod of z1 square into 1 minus mod of z2 square. We are given mod of 1 minus z1 z2 bar square minus mod of z1 minus z2 square. 1 minus z1 z2 bar into 1 minus z1 z2 bar to the power whole bar minus z1 minus z1 minus z2 whole bar. This will become 1 minus z1 z2 bar 1 minus z1 bar z2 minus z1 z minus z2 into z1 bar minus z2 bar 1 minus z1 z2 bar minus z1 bar z2 plus z1 bar into z2 z2 bar. This will become z1 mod of z1 ka square into mod of z2 ka square minus z1 bar minus z2 z2 bar plus z1 z2 bar minus z2 z1 bar. This will cancel out. So 1 minus mod of z1 square minus mod of z2 square. This term will be mod of z1 square. This term will be mod of z2 square plus mod of z1 square into mod of z2 square. So we factorize it, we will get 1 minus mod of z1 square ka whole square minus 1 minus mod of z2 square. This is the required result.